Hello there. No cam this time. It took me up until now to realize, wait a minute, it would be way easier to just use the microphone and just do it that way. Just less crap to go through when editing. It's just a few less clicks here and there, and everything's already on the computer instead of having to transfer it over from the phone. So yeah, but I'll probably bring that back whenever I feel like it's more appropriate. Sometimes this, sometimes that. But the demo for this finally came out. Good lord. It's a goddamn arms race for whoever the hell's more autistic about weird alligator people. But neither of them know that I have them beat. But yeah, I already went through all of this. Saucy. Good lord. Also, I got it for Naomi mod and Rosa mod. Well, the Rosa and Naomi routes. Some of the people who worked on those particular mods commented on those respective videos, and I have to say that's really cool. I'm just glad that Rosa's still being worked on, that there's a confirmation for that, because I've been kind of waiting on that, you know. But yeah, let's do it, boys. Here she comes. Look out, boys, she'll chew you up. September 4th, year 2023 BC. Goodness. Amid the arid heat of the morning sun of Volcadera Bluff, just reuse whatever the hell you want to reuse, I guess. I can't help but miss living in the more temperate weather of the Midwest. Summer sleeves are in style this year. That jacket's aroma blog better be right. This Swede thing is killing me. Goddamn birds and their obnoxious nonsense. I wholeheartedly agree with that one album. Well, at least it's guaranteed to start getting chillier in a few weeks. Besides, I'm sure to make an impression with this. Abercrombie and Flint is all the rage these days. I sigh and lean back in the hard plastic seating of the Metro. Oh. Well, yeah, I think this is going to be on Steam, so you kind of, if you're going to ask people to pay for something, even if it's a cheap price, you gotta put a little something into it, and that's a bad bitch right there. Oh boy. I'm on my way to my first day in a new school. Ordinarily, I'd just be glued to my phone on the trip, but there's too much on my mind right now. It looks like the Full Metal Alchemist guy. I only watched a few episodes of the initial series and not the remake, so what I saw was a little odd, to say the least. My folks' situation requires us to move frequently, which gives me a little time to fit in. Much like how a rolling stone gathers no moss, I could never make a friend I'd keep for longer than a year. Just a lot of promises to keep in touch that petered off within months. Admittedly, it's my fault in the end. Stop that, Jesus. But that's all going to change, starting today. I'm going into senior year now. It's my very last chance to prepare. Luckily for me, the cards are stacked in my favor. I feel around my backpack for my DSLR till my fingers can absent-mindedly fiddle with the mode dial. And by the way, sometimes I kind of realize how I sound when I read things out in the most monotone-ass voice you've ever heard in your life. Sometimes I have to make a stark effort to into what I'm reading. St. Hammond High is extremely well known for their artist curriculum. In other words, I'll be surrounded by people that share my interests, even if it's a bit of a ride away. Speaking of rides, I was hoping that my parents could drive me there today. By the time I was up, though, they already left for work. No big deal, I like the hustle and bustle of public transportation. I imagine I'm going to have to get used to this anyways. As time passes, my mind wanders to memories of previous schools. They all sucked. Oh, by the way, I was gonna sell my old Switch, but I got a bit of a trade out of it. I got a little VR headset. It's the one that has the Lenovo branding on the side. So maybe I might make a little something out of that when I can, because I have a couple ideas. The train car gradually comes to a stop, and the sign indicates that this is where I get off. Ah, place. Japan. My favorite. I step off the metro, climbing out of the station as I follow a few other students heading towards the school. Well, that's what it kind of looks like. Kind of with the mountains in the background of a city, and it kind of looks like that, I guess, to me. Oddly enough, I'm only seeing dinosaur students, not another human to be seen anywhere. Legal distinction. Must be one of those dino-heavy regions. Mama warned me about that. There's a lot of greenery here as well. You'd almost forget how close we are to a major city. The pathway leads to a stone bridge that goes over a small creek. As I walk across, I notice other students meet in pairs and walk with each other. The air begins to fill with the sounds of laughter and stories of their summer break. There it is. The school peeks out over the trees ahead of me, as though inspecting and welcoming me inside. St. Hammond High, my new home away from home for the next year. I stop to take a deep breath. The air here is crisp, reminding me of an old campground I went to back in elementary school. Once again, I'm handed an opportunity to make something of myself. I'm apprehensive, but hopeful. It's my last shot at this. There's no going back. I take my first steps onwards. Here we go again. Mamma mia. Whoa. Students mill about the front yard. St. Hammond is known for its heavily prioritized art programs. Over 2/3 of the graduates end up pursuing a career in the arts. And while half of them regret it from what I've read, and no shit, there's still plenty that made it, right? Right? It's also the management's claim to fame within the facade of the front entrance, being dominated by a vibrant mural. I got a good feeling about this place. A few students eyeball me as I continue walking in. Some friends whisper to each other. I just knew this jacket would pay off. Ain't nobody be as fly as me. It's my first day. Since it was in first grade. One day I'll try to play Anonymous Agony. See what the hell that is. The front doors are propped wide open, and I already feel the cool breeze inviting me in. Inside, it's a familiar yet brand new sight. Look at that nerd. I haven't mentioned it yet, but this school is also unique for its student body. God damn. Do I have a... I probably don't have the mouse on. I don't know if you can see the mouse or not. But it don't matter. It's composed almost entirely of dinosaurs, all manner of Saurian herbivores and otherwise. I don't know, this guy just kind of makes me think about not another teen movie. I went to, well, I guess it would be, yeah, I guess it would be my one of my uncle's place, way back in when I was like 5 years old, 5 or 6. There, it's a kind of a big open place, and in the yard there would be a camper where I guess he would be my cousin. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm not entirely sure though. I never asked. Sometimes you just don't ask who's your cousin or not. You know what I mean? Like, he was in there and I just kind of wandered in. He was just sitting there watching Not Another Teen Movie. And I think you can make a wild guess on what kind of things I saw in that movie. I'll never forget it. Ooh, oh my god. Is that Voltron? This guy right here? I don't know this. Well, gee, I wonder. Scales, feathers, tails. Is that a tether? Wings, talons, and webbed hands. Not to even mention the colors. All vibrant enough to challenge the bright murals of the school outside. Oh god. Dozens of students march about, reconnecting with past friends and meeting new ones. Out of all the references, I didn't expect Dexter's Laboratory. That's also a bad bitch as well. How many bad bitches are there? God. Some anxiously glance at their schedules, checking every door as though they were numbered at random. There's doom, gloom in Diddy's womb. I probably shouldn't be standing here staring. Whoa, is that a human? What? Whoa? Whoa. I'm soon surrounded and overrun by a crowd of neon-colored teenagers. God, I wish sometimes. Clearly my jacket is working like a charm. I'm just too Chadley. He's got that same dopey little smile. It runs in the family, I guess. Whoa, he's like a life-size mannequin. Hey, mute kid, you're okay? Get in. I'm instantly swarmed by the crowd. Is this what it's like to be popular? I really wasn't expecting it to happen this quickly. A few students are taking pictures with their phones. It's fucking rude. I even see some with sketchbook and pens in hand, rapidly scribbling on pages. Wow, a human! Are you like a foreign exchange student? In the chaos, I feel a few people touch my hands. Whoa, a human skin feels weird. Geez, a bit uncalled for. Oh, but I guess I don't want to be a party pooper. A few more people shout at me to get my attention. Hey, could you look over here for a side profile? Oh man, yeah, this will be a good reference material. Wait, I need to get a better look at his skin texture. Once again, find myself frozen, only muttering quietly as I hastily try to follow their instructions. Do little poses. Eventually, the Saurians take all their photos and talk themselves out before dispersing back to their own friend groups. By the time I recover from the shock of the situation, the last one breaks off and I find myself seemingly all alone again. It wore off quickly. Oh, that was my chance to socialize. Well, I blew it. I blew it.
Or like he goes up to this girl and asks her out, and she's like, "No, you're ugly," and then he walks away, and he's like, "Blew it."
Bitches everywhere. You're a human, right? No, I'm not. The Triceratops girl leans forward, scanning me up and down. This is it. Time to seal the deal and get a new friend. Inko. Yeah. Close enough. Hey, can I, get a selfie with you? It'd be great for one of my classes. Yeah, definitely. She puts an arm around my back for a shoulder hug while she poses dramatically. Maybe a bit too friendly. Big smile now. She takes the picture and checks it enthusiastically. I'm Inko. Oh, yeah, cool, yeah. Anyway, I gotta go. Oh. Well, what's the photo for, anyway, by the way? She pauses, aloofly chewing some gum. My fashion design class. That jacket is ballin'. Finally. Somebody recognizes my taste. Thanks for the pic, hun. Well, I feel my shoulders sag as I take in the now sparse hallway around me. That must have been my 15 minutes of fame. I don't think it even lasted 15 minutes. But there's no way I've already blown it. I try to shake away the negative thoughts. Focus on the positive. For a brief moment, I was the talk of the school. Yeah. Whoa. The familiar sound draws my attention. I know what that is. Look at this dude. At the end of the hall, there's someone kneeling. And with one of the latest camera models, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, guy flinches. Wait a minute. Yeah, I should probably do with each thing. The guy flinches. I flinch too. I hadn't meant to shout at him. The few students around me don't bat an eye at it, though. Whoa. Goodness. Sorry about the yell. No, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. The bespectacled boy, I think he's a parasaur, double-checks the camera's display and smiles. Yep, perfect. This'll be a fine print for the yearbook. Can I see? His grin seems to widen at my interest. Of course, here. He turns the display toward me, showing a shot of the hallway. And me as the focal point. Pretty good, right? I look a little closer and notice that. I think it's a little out of focus. And dark. What do you have your f-stops set at? He stops and glances up at me, pleasantly surprised to get a real answer. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm taking it as an elective, too. With Mr. Latican? Thinking back to my memorized class schedule, the name does sound familiar. Yep. Oh, snap. Cool. We'll be classmates. Mr. Latican's busy, so he just teaches it for one period. He offers his hand out for a handshake. I should do this, too. I don't think I would have to do it for every different version of the character, though. I'm Ben. Inko. Friend achieved. I'm actually new here. Kinda figured, being the only human student this year and all. St. Hammond isn't one of the more popular schools, but the staff put a lot of effort into the arts programs. Even the campus itself is designed like a living art piece, so if you ever need help... From the pause, I'm guessing he's offering some help. I wouldn't say no to a tour. A tour, you say? Goodness. Well, I'm only going back to the principal's office, but I can point out some neat stuff along the way. He raises an eyebrow to himself in contemplation. Might be a good idea to meet the principal, too. He waits for me to follow him. Turns out he wasn't just an avid photographer like me, but also the school council president. And one of his priorities was taking photos for St. Hammond's yearbook for the first day page. Every few minutes we'd pause so Ben could take a couple of shots, mainly of the students talking with each other. And while I would watch, I considered helping him in some way. I mean, that camera looks amazing, and there's all his extra lenses in the bag. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography. And I really want to broach it, but Ben fills the air between us, talking more about the school. Which is why we still go by the Feathertails, even though I think it's a tad distasteful. Oh, God. You mean we don't call them engines anymore? I need to get with the times. Dang, you're pretty good at this. Do you give these tours to all the new students? Not really, although it is something I've thought about a lot. Hold that thought. Hey, Lenara. Goodness gracious. Ben goes the greatest student, putting up some intricate wall banners. Oh my god. Hey Ben, you have a good summer vacation? I did. Great work on the decorations. They look even better than last year's. Oh, thank you. What's all this for? She steps aside so I can fully view the banner she just finished with. The Cultural Arts Club. We meet every Thursday after school and look at antique artwork. She'd initially looked past me to talk with Ben, but she guesses once she realizes, hey, you're a human, right? That's a silly question. You should totally join. I just love human culture. It's just like our culture, but human. There's this amazing set of ancient masks at my place from ancient Europe. I just adore them. Wow, that's impressive. I think you'd make a good curator. You know what? I probably would. After that club display during Spirit Week last year, I gotta agree. We took weeks studying that tribe and weeks more practicing those dances. Oh. We also study and paint with those styles, like we're learning the techniques of the old masters. Hopefully soon we can get into sculpting, even those old Venus statues. Oh. We plan on getting one to look at sometime this year. What do you think? It'd be great if you could come. Ugh. Hey, that'd be neat. What say you, Inko? Scratches chin, furrows brow. Maybe. I do love culture. I'm a cultured individual. Oh, that's great. Listen, we have this old chieftain's dress we've had for ages. We just have to see what it looks like on the real thing. Wait, what? What? What's being implied here about humans? Okay, I'll think about it. Oh, no way. I'd sooner endure a second impact event than wear something like that. Well, hey, nice to catch up, Lenara. We got places to be. Take care. Bye. She waves us off, and Ben continues, leading me to the principal's office. Hey, Ben. Hey, Michael. Listen, can't talk now, but I'd love to catch up later, yeah? I'm floored. This guy seems to know just about everyone in school, as much as they know him. Talk about being on top of things. He points out a few more minor landmarks in the school, and stops to greet a number of students happy to see him after the summer break. Man, sorry for having to stop so much. No way, I think it's cool that you know everyone. If only it could be cool without making us late. He points out a few more minor landmarks of the school, eventually leading me to its biggest draw. I already knew St. Hammond's was known for art, but wow. Just outside the administrative offices, the hallway is filled with wonderful pieces of work. Paintings line the walls with name placards on, beneath detailing who the artists were. All alumni. I can read the word, but I don't know how it's supposed to be said. From all alumni from the school. And this is the gala. At the gala. All these pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations. Whoa. I know, right? One moment. Ben turns to the nearest door and gives it a polite knock. Who is it? It's me, Principal Scalar. And Oviraptor, no older than her mid-30s, exits the room, holding a steaming mug and sporting a tired smile. Oh. Krabappel? Kind of looks like Miss Krabappel. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning. And go, this is our esteemed principal. Good morning, ma'am. Her eyes shoot wide, mid-sip of her coffee. Oh, I hadn't noticed. You would be Mr. Gunito, yes? Gunito? Oh my god. And I guess that's why he has the sunglasses on too. You and me, Mr. Gunito, yes? Yes? But my name is... How wonderful! Gone is the exhaustion from her face, instead replaced with a very wide smile. I'm so happy that you've chosen our school for the last year, Mr. Nidu. Ben, be sure to give him a thorough St. Hammond welcome, okay? I already was. If you ever need any assistance, my office is always open, Mr. Nito. Nito, what the fuck? And not to mention, the student council is also available for help. Isn't that right, Ben? Yes, Principal Scalar. Thank you, Principal Scalar. Oh, and Ben, a moment, please. But, what? The parasaur is dragged into the office, leaving me alone in the school gala. Whatever they're saying, I can't hear over the ambient noise of the student body. Either way, it's probably not something I'm meant to hear. I move a few feet away, out of earshot of the discussion inside. On the wall beside me is a framed panoramic landscape of the city, painted by hand. Oh, Halford. Wow, I could practically use this thing as a map with how detailed it is. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly in the principal's office. By the principal's office. The gentle brush strokes, the vibrant colors, the evening sun bouncing off of each of the windows, and the majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon. All of which combine together to give it a dreamscape feeling, like it's an idealized vision of the city. It's beautiful. I hope they sneak Yusuke in this game somehow. It would make sense. It would be appropriate. That was truly cringeworthy. I've never been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny that this is a masterpiece. Only a teacher could have been able to express the scenic beauty of the city with this much level of skill and passion. I withdraw my Kavon Stone 60 from my bag, and with a compact lens I I barely fit the entirety of the painting in frame for the shot. Checking the copy on my display, I realize I left out the title and artist of the piece. The tag says, Dreamscape, Artist O. Halford, 9th grade. First place, 2018. A freshman did this? Jeez. Now that I look at the rest of the paintings, this is insane. It's all so much better than what I've made. Almost all of the pieces are beautifully drawn. Acrylic, charcoal, pastel, and yet not even one photo. Hey, Inko, I'm back. I'm a senior. How on earth am I meant to even start measuring up here? Inko? What's that sound? Ben nudges me back with the back of his hand as the commotion gets closer. What the fuck is that? Is that an alien ALML? What the fuck is that? And that? And this? What the fuck? Hey, watch it, jackass! Slow your roll, Leatherface. My leg! My leg! I watch as the perpetrator, aggressor, aggregator finally rounds the corner and comes barreling down the hallway. I watch as a green dinosaur in a wheelchair speeds towards Ben and I. My instincts kick in, and I stumble to the side to avoid the oncoming collision. For just a split second, I get a good look at my assailant. Green scales, messy hair, and a faded purple hoodie. Is my gym partner a gator or a monkey? Ooh, goodness. She propels herself forward with dexterous hands, spinning the large wheels on her. I only now notice that she's in a wheelchair. I didn't even know you could go that fast in one of those. She glances my way, and her pupils lock onto mine. Her gray and gold eyes are marred by bags, like she hasn't slept in days. The girl's entire presence is ghost-like. And that expression, it's like she's seeing straight through me. I'm sure she barely registers my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that face. Just as fast as she came, however, she's gone. As she leaves, I feel like a weight is lifted from my shoulders. At least until I trip directly into a glass case behind me. Oh. Phew. Oof. Hey, watch it. Whoops. The parasaur's hand rose over the display carefully, his eyes filled with worry. You looking for something? Cracks. Usually when another student falls into them, there's some kind of crack or scratch. Guess it's just a dino thing. You humans are lucky you don't gotta sweat over this kind of stuff. That happen often? Often enough to drain school funds and repairs. That can't be good. Well, not to brag, but I make do. Why are students in charge of finances? What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know, man. The vibrato chime echoes through the now empty hall. I freeze, tardy on the first day. Whoops. Sorry to run on like that. You should get going on to your first class. Won't I need a tardy slip or something? No, it's the first day. Teachers are lenient. I'm fine either way, since, one of the benefits of being class prez. What's your first period? Physical education. Ben sucks the air through his teeth in a prolonged wince. Oh no. You'll be fine. Gymnasium's down that way. Don't, keep him waiting too long. I need to get going too. Keep who waiting? Gotta go, bye. He walks fast when he has somewhere to be. That reaction doesn't exactly instill confidence in me. I follow Ben's direction towards the school gymnasium. After all the earlier commotion, it's the first quiet moment to myself. Might as well take it to finally sort my thoughts. Let's see, what do I think of this place so far? Certainly livelier than any of the other schools I've been to. Ever since I've stepped foot in here, everything has been so lively, and everyone seems so exuberant. It makes me feel a little out of my depth, since I'm so used to the opposite. Here, people like that girl earlier are eager to share their hobbies almost without being prompted. Everywhere else I've been, people just kept to themselves, like they're only there because they have to be. It hits me. This school's art program attracts people. The students here don't have to be here. They're choosing to be here. That's why it's so active. Well, alright. What can I do with this information? Means I can probably be friends with anyone I want, right? Weird to say, but with everyone here sort of working with each other, there's bound to be an insane level of camaraderie, too. Maybe I won't even have to try. I'm almost at the gymnasium now, so I'll hold this thought for later. Gym class, where the boys are separated from the men and where people with Herculean physiques are able to show off their sculpted bodies. Man, I think I remember in elementary school, like in second grade, they would have the ropes that would go to the ceiling, and they would just let the students, well, whoever could, climb to the top. I'm pretty sure I remember something like that. I don't think there was any other, like, safety measures or anything like that either. Well, maybe they would dust their hands or powder their hands, I should say. But yeah, I guess when you're in second grade, if you at least have a little bit of strength, it's a lot easier to do things like that because you weigh so little. Like, I've never been an active person in my whole life, but like even the stuff that I managed to do when I was a kid, I'm like, how the hell did I do any of that shit? My God, I'd be scared to death to do that now. Mid-20s skateboarder, I hope I don't get hurt. I begin to remember how much I dreaded going to PE. The innumerable bad experiences from past schools pale in comparison to the many skidded knees and broken glasses. Hopefully this school's PE is a lot less grueling. I don't know, man. They'll make you go to PE and then they'll fucking feed you burgers and chocolate milk and shit at breakfast and lunch. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, I think they kind of give you the choice of what you want from a very small selection, but still, you're still giving them the choice to eat unhealthy crap. I don't know why you would. As I stand before the wooden double doors leading into the gym, I'm struck with how empty the area looks. That's followed by me catching the sound of physical activity coming from within the gym itself. Shoot, I really am late. Ben's earlier warning echoes in my head like a foreboding spirit. I never went to high school, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious. I made it a little bit into middle school, and then I kind of gave up. I peer through the small windows on the doors and see students standing shoulder to shoulder. Towering over them is a primate who I can only guess is our gym teacher, with his arms crossed and a scowl on his face. I hope I can get away with being tardy for the party. As I walk into the... Yeah, that's what I figured would happen. Oh, God. My first thought is how lucky I am to be alive. Wasn't there a dodgeball scene in Chicken Little? There's the minigame in the Game Boy Advance game. I still can't believe Foxy Loxy got mind fucked, though. That'll haunt me for the rest of my days. I don't even know what was thrown at me, but it might as well have been a cannonball. Like that one dude from that one movie that I kind of remember seeing as a kid. I've seen some weird shit as a kid. I'm glad that some random guy made a GIF out of that one scene, because that's the one thing that stuck with me from whatever the hell that movie was. I don't even remember anything else about it. I spot the gym teacher, and even through his baseball cap, I can feel his stare of rage pierce my soul. Such intensity, and that ideal throwing form. It only missed by centimeters. That was a warning shot. Look at this dude. Know this and know it well, son. I have a policy. Is he supposed to look like Soldier? Wait a minute. That's kind of the vibe he's giving me. Well, yeah, I guess he's not able to kind of see through the helmet. Yeah, like in those animations. You can kind of see his eyes, I guess. But not by much. Know this and know it well, son. I have a policy. Each of my platoons gets one free miss from me a year. I guess it is supposed to be Soldier. Well, at least kind of similar. And you just spent it. I shift my eyes to the students lined up next to him, and they're so stiff with fear that I can't tell what they're feeling. You got 3 seconds to lay it on the front of your squadron. Why in the great name of David Druckett are you late? He didn't even move. Hint taken. I shut my mouth. The simian scholar starts marching back and forth like a drill sergeant. Yeah, it's Soldier. Listen up, because I'm only saying this once. In this class, we operate on tough love. We learn from our mistakes, so you better pray to Raptor Jesus you don't forget them. And he is red, too, so... Because if you do... With 3 monstrous... Doing that voice is gonna fuck me up. With 3 monstrous steps, the coach closed the distance of 10 yards to tower over me. I will be very upset. It reflects poorly on all of us, and that is not something I will accept. So I would love to see you maggots succeed, but if you don't, I'll make it unforgettable. Am I understood? I nod my head in fear. Yes, sir. Fan-freaking-tastic. Now then, join the rest of your ranks and stiffen up. Once I confirm my bladder is intact, I shuffle over to where my colleagues stand. I feel them staring at me with anger, like I'm responsible for the coach's teaching style. What an appalling first impression to make. I should just quit and start over somewhere else while I still can. The teacher takes a second to glance over us, reminding himself of where he was before I had interrupted. Attention, maggots! You will all drop and give me 20 of the finest push-ups. Those guts best be an ant's fart off that pristine gym's floor or else. With a violently loud blow of his whistle, the coach also takes his... The coach... Is that how you're supposed to say coach? Well, spell it, I should say. The coach also takes his position to show the proper technique. I hide my wince as my knees impact roughly on the ground. Oh god, when you get... It's hard to do that shit, man. Just put your knees on the ground. The real pain starts as I try to keep pace with everyone around me. My biceps and forearms threaten to splinter from the weight of my body and the speed of my jerky movements. I never realized just how badly out of shape I was, really. On your feet, you bipedal slugs! Oh, this guy, he ain't human! Some kind of primate, maybe. A close relative. I can feel my muscles hollering in pure agony as I force myself up from the gymnasium floor. By the time I'm back on my feet, my breathing is heavy and coming out in whistles. Now then, since it's only the first day of school, how about we have ourselves a good old game of dodgeball? Or as I like to call it, hit ball, 'cause I don't miss. 'Cause I guess I never miss, huh? Did he say dodgeball? Oh yeah, dodgeball time! Damn, what a Chad. I shoot a glance towards the overly enthusiastic dino next to me, who is absolutely elated by the prospect of the upcoming game. Damn, this sounds like it's from Cars or something. Look how red he is, Jesus. Oh, I'm sweating. He's got sweat on him too. I shoot a Okay. We only finished the warm-up and my muscles are already screaming. My knees shake, my lungs burn, and I'm so drenched in sweat that I'm sure I might need a shower after this. I really don't want to play dodgeball. Aren't we lucky? First day of school and we get to play a game. I don't do dodgeball. Why not? I'm not exactly... Alright, maggots! Pick a side and keep the numbers even. This is a suicide match. And free-for-all, too. Damien, why don't you socialize by picking your teammates? Shades, you're on blue team. I guess that's why Coach is red, huh? Didn't he say we could pick teams? Alright, I'm going with the human dude. Before I can even say a word, the Dilophosaurus, I don't know, wraps an arm around my neck and brings me to his side of the field. Oh, and one last thing. His leer and tone freeze me on the spot. What's the first rule? We only got one. Have fun. Gang up on the weakest one! Wait, what? In a matter of seconds, the gymnasium becomes a full-blown battleground. What the fuck? I do my best to dodge the oncoming flurry of red rubber spears coming my way like bullets. I dive to the ground, avoiding the oncoming projectiles as they soar overhead and pelt my comrades. I hear the blows, and the guttural groans of those who've already succumbed to the onslaught of inflated orbs. Combat crawling away from the fierce front, I entrench myself along the edge of the field in the hopes of being ignored. It's a scene straight out of Fooly Cooley. I should rewatch Fooly Cooley. I cast my gaze to the rest of my allies, and oh god, it's a full rout. So many bodies. I guess it's more like Saving Private Ryan. So how's the first day of school treating you, bro? I look up to see the finned dino, the same pink Dilophosaurus who had dragged me to his side of the court, staring down at me and smiling. What do you think? I watch as he casually dodges an incoming ball before throwing his own. This dude's got ultra instinct on him. Name's Damien, by the way. And go, nice to meet ya. You two, Chrome Dome and Frills. Who said that you had time to talk? Does my gymnasium look like a debate stage? Well, it's probably also used for that. I mean, maybe if we got some of those stands from the auditorium, maybe. I know a guy's uncle that could make a really classy podium. I look up at Damien with absolute bewilderment. What's this guy thinking? The coach looks like he's about to explode. Do not play smart with me, son. Keep your trap shut and eyes focused on the enemy. Damien just smiles and gives the coach a thumbs up, as if we weren't in the middle of an active war zone. God, look at this dude. You got it, Mr. Solly. That's Coach Solly to you. And what's the holdup, Shades? You're just making yourself an easy target on the floor. Why am I still wearing my sunglasses? Indoors, even. I'm a douchebag, aren't I? Get up and play to win! Alright, maybe it's my time to do something of worth. But I'm not exactly good at dodgeball. Oh, maybe I can do the whole blocking thing for everyone. But you're out if you get hit. And that should hopefully make it so everyone isn't peeved at me for wasting the warning shot. But here's where things change. I can totally turn this around. All is equal in the court. A ball aimlessly rolls on the floor in front of me, calling out to be my ammunition. Are you able to use the dodgeball that you're holding to... I don't know. Whatever. I somehow weave through two shots at me and pick up the ball. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now, baby. Oh yeah, I'm on fire. There's no way I'm losing now. I grab onto the ball and start blocking any shot that so much as crosses our side of the field. Yeah, I'm doing great. Block 1, block 2, block 3. Now I'm really feeling... I can't do an Australian voice. Sorry. I'm really feeling it. I bet everyone's looking at me now. Any thought of playing the game suddenly left my mind like it was never there. Who cares? Doing this is more than enough. I can be this... Hey, new guy! A new voice catches my attention. A crimson Parasaurus. Oh god. Think fast! What? The more things change, the more they stay the same. The floor is cold. Maybe I shouldn't have come here at all. A pair of extremely dirty sneakers enter my field of view. You gonna get up, Shades? No, I give up. Oh! Bonk! Oh man, that hurts. How long was I out? I'm laying down on something soft. Where am I? My vision clears and I sit up from the plastic bed. Sure is bright in here. This dude could do a Haiti cosplay. If he wanted. That idea was so horrible I almost died. Oh shit. They broke my sunglasses. Luckily I brought a reserve pair. Jesus. Well then. Oh my god. Much better. This dude's gonna be a cop one day, I just knew it. I stand from the rubber mattress, taking in the tiny room finally. All alone? Not even a school nurse or anything? There she is. Looks like she's attending to another student who had his snout stuck in a cone. I guess that would happen. If people do the darndest things. Huh. Looking at the clock on the wall, it's already noon. That would explain the pounding headache. Finally awake, shades. I sit ramrod straight, the fear of God stricken into me once more. Calm yourself, cadet. You ate dirt pretty hard back there. Oh man, yeah. Wait, you did that. I did. Pelted you right in the back. Do you know why? Because I messed up? Be more specific, kid. Because I couldn't be a good teammate and got hit in the face? Wrong. It was after that. Nothing happened after that. No, you gave up. But I was doing well. You think so? I was blocking the balls and all. You weren't blocking anything. You were showing off. You found a single thing you could do and started dancing around like a clown. You focused on the easy thing and gave up the real thing. You were so focused that you forgot to look around for a moment. And here you are. I know a defeated man when I see one, and there's no way in hell I'm letting a student of mine give up so easily. It's the first period of the first day, and you're already giving up. Either way, that's a pretty bad lump you ended up with. You've got to watch around some students, if you know what I mean. Especially the big and very, very hairy ones. I blink a few times and recall the chick that yelled at me to catch, followed by pounding me in the face. That one, she's, he chuckles to himself a bit. She's something, all right. Goodness. Yeah, looked like the devil herself. Anyways, take the rest of the day off, kid. What? I'm telling you to go home. The principal gave the okay. I feel my head again, another stab of pain. Am I really not good to go back to class? Wasn't I getting lectured about this just a few moments ago? Well, I don't want to give up so easy. No, you should go home to your folks. He scratches the back of his head, slightly embarrassed. Right, about that. We tried calling them earlier. Couldn't reach them. I give a sad half smile. Yep, sounds about right. I can make it home fine on my own. He nods. When you get back, don't give up so easily. He holds the door to the nurse's office open. I nod and exit the office, Coach Solly closing and locking the door. Oh, and here's for tomorrow. A brown paper bag is shoved into my arms, along with my backpack. I don't know what the fuck happened. I pressed enter. I don't know what else I could have possibly have accidentally pressed for that to happen. What the fuck? Peeking in, I see something blue and gold wrapped in plastic. If you hadn't been late, you could have changed into those. Thank you, sir. Next time, Shades, think faster. Got it? Yes, sir. This smile is positively unnerving. Now scram, cadet. Yes, sir. Oh. Well, this is officially the worst first day I've ever had. As my feet drag along the linoleum floor, I can't help but painfully think of all the failures of the past few hours. No thanks to a very prominent bump on the back of my head. Ow. I'm worse than everyone here, both on a creative and physical level. I know I really shouldn't be bothered by it, but I hate seeing just how far behind I am compared to everyone else. And I thought I'd find new friends. Wait. And I thought I'd be new friends with... I don't know. What was I thinking? I stop and shake my head a bit. What the heck am I doing sulking like this? It's a bad first day. Back in first grade. But it's just the first day. There's still all the rest. I still met Ben and Damien. They're pretty cool. I'm not going to let my optimism be ruined just because of a bad dodgeball match. Just you wait, St. Hammond. Today was a test run. Tomorrow's the real deal. Morning comes. I've always had a decent internal clock, but it's a new record for me to get accustomed to a new sleeping schedule in just one day. Oh, he likes cape shit, I guess. Especially with this fully grown lump on my scalp. Looks like a damn cartoon back there. I move an arm from my sheets and feel my head. Yeah, that's bruised real good. Could be worse, though. Alright, time to get up. I slump out of bed with my sunglasses still on. I slump out of bed and yawn, stretching my arms and cracking my spine a bit. My new room is pretty nice. Quite spacious, even with all the still sealed boxes. I brush my hand over one of them, and the one with my other clothes. I'll get around to opening them at some point. Right now, though, it's time for breakfast. Whoa! I shuffle downstairs into the heart of the house. The morning sunbeams shining through the window draw my eyes to look out to the new neighborhood. The driveway is empty. Looks like my parents are already gone for the day. Phew! No surprise there, really. It's all they ever focus on. A shiver runs up my spine as my feet step on the icy tiles of the kitchen. My eyes are drawn to some taped up boxes that are still scattered about on the counters. There's a familiar sticky note on the fridge, just like Double D, I guess, and I don't even have to read it to know what it says. At this point, Mom's just wasting paper. The least she could do is reuse the same note and make small addendums to it. I snag a plate from the nearest drawer and open up the freezer. No fresh produce to be seen, but there's still the mostly full box of breakfast burritos. You got it made. Yeah, I've been trying to appreciate ethnic cultures more. Yeah. Plate loaded with a couple of the minuscule flour-wrapped meals, I set the microwave and wait for the burritos to hopefully not explode or burn inside. While I wait, though, I check my phone. I scan over my news feed. Oh my god. You never expect some of these to go places, but they do. And check out some of the people I'm subscribed to. Hoping there's something to watch during my meal. Just every night, just around 10 or 11, just get a bowl of cereal and just, I don't know, watch Game Grumps or something like that, I don't know. And then just go to bed. Every day. Every night. Unfortunately, nobody posts videos or streams this early in the morning. Unless you're me, every once in a while. Guess I'll just watch a suggested video then. Like a goddamn cuckold. God. I hate what YouTube is. Nothing has to do with what I'm currently watching. It's bullshit. It's just nonsense. I prop my phone up and click on something random. At the ding of the microwave, I retrieve my breakfast, carrying it carefully, so I don't burn my hands on the bottom of the plate. I give the first burrito a test bite and... You goddamn idiot. Ugh, the inside is still cool. Fucking microwave bullshit. I don't want to stick it back in, though. The tortilla will just become a brick then. Aren't you microwaving it? Whatever. I shrug it off, continue chewing, and watch my phone. This dude is something else. I guess he's a bit of a normie. But hey, I like Jack too. Top of the morning, folks. It's Jacksepticeye here. There's my impression of Jacksepticeye. Hello, everybody. Stegoplier here. Welcome back to Five Nights at whatever. I don't know, man. By the time the video ends, I finished the last of the half-thawed burritos. What the fuck? Random ass Jacksepticeye out of nowhere.